Last episode, we started working on some really important things. We started building the base up, we started working on getting the crafting area done, bedrooms, and we really started to look into the Anomaly DLC. Shall we do more of that this episode? No! Introducing Chica and Chico. Yeah, finally we have now got a name for Chica. It's a great name, it works, you know, we're literally changing one letter, so I'm definitely not going to get confused with these two names. And I think what the first thing I'm going to do is give them a surname. Let's ship this couple to be married, alright? This yak couple is going to live forever, and we're going to have a generations styled playthrough branch off of this as a result of this yak breeding program. You know, but apart from that, we're going to be getting on with the normal things, building the base and really delving into the Anomaly DLC stuff. I want to be able to get to a point where we've built this monastery thing here and we can get somebody to start researching it. So if you're excited for today's episode or excited to see Chica and Chico make some little yak children and start the generations, consider liking, subscribing, and make sure you tell your mum about it. Let's get into things, and let's start by giving these two a surname. And I've got a surname in mind. It's not maybe the most traditional. For those that aren't aware, Chico came from X Factor, massive program back like a decade ago. So let's call him the Factors. So Chico Factors, and then Chica Factors. And there we are, a new recruit, Schneider. Welcome, my friend. Hope you're doing well. What a handsome-looking fellow. There's a female, sick. You are good at crafting, intellectual, and mining. So, what we need to prioritize next is building a research area. After we finish the bedrooms, after we finish the monastery, we'll kind of get onto that. So for the time being, Snyder's going to be put on stone cutting, getting as much marble as possible, so we can build him a nice little area. And our shuttle has arrived to collect Banam. Wow, Banam, you've been here for so long, and I've enjoyed your company so much. You're such a fantastic little disabled person. Thank you. Doug, pick him up, take him away. And there we are, send him off. Goodbye, Banam, thank you very much. And there are our pods. Stygian Automatic Doors Volume 2 and Hostility in the base. So, books, edumacation, what does it do? Do you just give it to somebody? I presume recreation game multiplier times 200%. So if I give that to like Tori, oh, you read it. Let's give it to Doug because I'd quite like him to become really good at learning how to be hospitable. So he takes the book, picks it up, and he gives it a read. Very nice. And the Stygian Automatic Doors. Read. Okay, yeah, just do some reading. I have no idea what it means. Honestly, I don't know. Snyder's reading his book and vomiting at the exact same time. I feel the same when I'm reading. And now he's gone down and crawling to bed because he's vomited because he's been reading a book. Jesus Christ. Oh, so very interestingly, the one that gives us auto door and the other thing, whatever it is, I think that actually gives us research. So Autodoor Package Survival Meal. Autodoor has been going up in research, and so is Package Survival Meal. Ah, so they're like research things that you can get like independently. That's very interesting. I like that. That's a very cool concept. And a raid from the Neanderthals is the first thing that's happened in an hour of this recording session. I love the winter in Rimworld, but Dove is attacking 11 in plants, 8 in construction, and actually a very good colonist for us to not potentially kill. Doug, I'm going to send you to deal with that. A 1v1 for you. It should be easy. And like expected, Doug is delivering Dove the D. Destruction, devouring. Doug, please. Okay, well, Doug's gone down. So that didn't go nearly as well as I expected. They're going to kidnap who they can and leave. He's going to bleed out in 3 hours, so as long as he takes his time getting to the map edge, we're okay. There we are, and Dove has gone down. Perfect. Well, our Doug is fine, so that's okay. Schneider, come in. Can we tend to Dove? There we go, perfect. Okay, and unfortunately, Dove has died. R.I.P. And a quest has come up for the Forsaken Drifters. 3 desperate refugees are approaching. Whilst I can't look after them, I can't feed them, I can't house them, I can't keep them warm, I could really do with the free labor. So I'm going to accept them in. I'm going to mistreat them beyond belief. Make them do literally all the jobs that I can't currently do and go from there. And a wanderer wants to join, a child named Salah, and it is Doug's aunt, but is only 10 years old, and Doug is... Yeah, okay. Let's accept them in. People arrived. Welcome, Salah. You are 10 years old and already better equipped than all of our refugees. Congratulations. You aren't very good. Oh, I just shouldn't be accepting people in when I can't manage them, but it's too late for that. Too late for that. After all this time, we have now started working on a research bench. Oh, the winter is tough. This is a very, very rough winter. At minus 27 Celsius outside. The only positive that we've got from all of this is we've got refugees, but even then, it's not looking good. Perfect, and now we have our research area. It's not much, but it'll do. We're humble about things. I don't know where to start. I don't know what requirements we need for the anomaly stuff, whether it's going to absolutely ruin us if we start getting into things. I think for the time being, I'll just focus on the normal Rimworld-y things, geothermal power, advancing in machining, that sort of stuff, and just until we can get like an outside wall complete around the base, and then we can start going into it. And Grace has unfortunately died, cause hypothermia. Grace, where are you? Grace is currently just down wherever she is. Malnutrition was trivial, hypothermia extreme. All right, I mean, I'm not gonna miss Grace at all. She was pretty useless. She'll make a nice meal for somebody, I'm sure. And there we are. Dog is now burying Grace. I may have accidentally left the body out for a while just so they could have little nibbles of it. Thank you, Grace, for your service and bringing us that fantastic weapon you brought with us. R.I.P. And another raid from the Neanderthals. They're attacking immediately. Only one, once again. Sparrow, 10 in cooking, $3 passion in shooting and melee, and a 2 in mining. Everybody's lined up taking pot shots at Sparrow. If we take them alive, I'll take them, honestly, at this stage. I'll just take anybody regardless. This should be an easy. Very, very easy. Unlucky, mate. Another raid again, this time a group of pigskins. Them there pigskins. Poyork and Molpugan. If these guys die, they die. I'm genuinely not fussed. And the pigskins for the complex of Poil are flaying. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. We'll take the free gun, thank you very much, and we'll be on with our day. I wish we could eat the pig people. I feel like it's not cannibalism if they're made of pork, you know? Is it really cannibalism? Is it? And a join offer from Von. Von believes he's happy to eat it well. Oh yeah, I remember what our base is called now. And wishes to join permanently. Von, what are you good at? Von is sickly, not ideal. Careful shooter, 12 in melee, 10 in shooting, 5 in... Von is pretty good. 8 in medical as well. They would make them our best doctor by a long shot. Potential to help out everywhere. You know what? I want Von. I want Von, except Von, welcome, my friend. You might not be the right ideologian, but you are extremely good and now our best colonist. So you know what? You can stay. And spring has now begun. This was probably the most brutal winter I've ever experienced in Rimworld. I don't know what it was. Whether it was because I had too much going on. It was hard and not fun. I miss being able to do things with mods and having things go a little bit easier. But spring is here. It'll start warming up from minus 15 and maybe go to a balmy 0 Celsius if we're lucky. So with that, I think now that we've got food, we've got resources, we don't have power because nobody's refueled anything. I think we can activate the monolith and start looking into that. Investigate. Send a colonist to investigate. Now, hopefully, Schneider doesn't, like, die if he goes to investigate it. Hopefully, this isn't, like, a end-of-life situation. There he is. Schneider's investigating it. He gets to the first thing of it. The monolith's dark metallic surface is warm to the touch. Schneider thinks that she can hear a faint hum emanating from inside. The lines on its dusty surface seem to squirm in unsettling patterns. Schneider focuses on the shapes, trying to cover the meaning. The hum strengthens, the shape begins to flow in Schneider's mind, but the surface isn't changing. Power begins to uncoil in the empty space all around. A black shape is forming in her mind. The anomaly is stirring. Keep focusing on the anomaly. Why not? Keep going, Schneider. Whoa, what was that? Well, Schneider's worked something out, and we now have a void monolith. As the monolith twists and changes, Schneider has was overcome in a horrifying vision. In an instant, she understood. The monolith is a doorway, just barely cracked open now. Something dark beyond imagination stirs on the other side, seeping into our reality. Terrified but excited, Schneider is convinced that she can learn more if given the time to study the monolith. So we can now build stuff. and do things within the monolith things. But there are major threats. The fact that it has to note that there are major threats and stuff that can be adjusted means that this is probably a little bit on the more difficult side. Oh my god, what is all of this? This is like all the things that we can find within the stuff. Interesting. There are ultimate beings and things. We can also study and stuff, and there's a quest. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Holy moly, that's a lot of stuff. Void provocation, bioferrite harvesting and shaping and stuff. Entity containment. Oh, this is very, very interesting, but also feels like we need to maybe get a little bit further in terms of defense and technology. And a grey pal. A blanket of gritty fog has descended on this area. The fog smells ancient, somehow, and stinks to the skin. The unnatural greyness of it invokes a sense of dread. And a harbinger tree has sprouted nearby. These gnarled trees grow flesh-like coverings and can feed on corpses. Oh, very nice. Create corpse stockpile. Oh, that's super handy. Yes, please. I love being able to do that. That's my favorite button now. And a sightseer has been revealed. A twisted creature has appeared out of thin air. Oh dear. Look at it. 84 years old. Hello, mate. 84-year-old sight stealer. It seems to be going after one of our visitors that are going through the colony. If we could maybe kill it. Oh, it's been downed. Very convenient. And we didn't even have to do anything. A new research has been unveiled because we can now make a proximity detector. Cool. So, death in 16 hours. We have to capture it, theoretically. Can we put it... What if we put it in the battery room? That seems like a really good place to put our anomalies. Only temporarily, obviously. This is a very temporary placement for it. Von. Capture Sightseer. And there he is. He's been captured, our little friend. I kind of feel sorry for him, actually. I kind of feel sorry for him. We can transfer him. You can select him. The entity. Allow the entity medicine. We can release it, study it, and maintain it. Oh, how interesting. So it's like wardening. Wow. Okay, that's cool. So you can study it and like you have a researcher go do it and things and like not do it, but you know what I mean. Like they do the... You know. Okay, that's a very interesting concept. I like that. So you have to build like a containment facility that's safe and protected. I mean, we still don't have walls around our base for the time being, which is not ideal for very obvious reasons. We're just waiting for somebody to make some more marble blocks. Okay, so now we can prioritize studying the creature. And I see it wiggling around. So Schneider gets out his clipboard. He talks to it in riddles and numbers and things. And what does that do? Basic plus 0.34. So you gain knowledge from it. A limited amount of knowledge. Does that go towards anything? I don't know. And finally, the grey pal is over. We can see what's going on. I've looked at my little creature and I've studied it a bit more. I don't know what it does. I genuinely am so confused by the studying aspect of things. I'll probably work it out when I start getting more into the anomaly research. But I'm going to call this episode here because I've spent so long during the winter struggling that I need to go do other things now. Overall, though, I got everything done that I wanted to do. I got a research area done. I did more with the Anomaly DLC. I kind of finished the wall. I've got a few patches that need to be filled, and that's it. For an episode where I struggled so much to get anything done, I've actually got quite a lot done. So the plan for next episode is to build base even more. I want to build a containment cell, get IG Legion rooms done, set up, and do the monolith things even further. And obviously, I want to see Chico and Chica finally have a child so I can start this dynasty. I should probably add that Chica has been pregnant several times this episode, but every single time she has miscarried due to malnutrition that I am barely staving off. So if you have enjoyed today's episode and are excited to see what I come up with for the next episode, consider subscribing, and make sure you tell your mum about me, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.